In today's video, we're going to be looking into a scalping strategy that has shown online that it has good potential to make gains. However, we don't just want to take it at face value. Let's check it out for ourselves. So, in front of us, we've got two sides of a split screen on the charts. On the left hand side, we've got the 1 hour chart, which has a couple of EMAs. The first EMA is an 18 EMA, and the other EMA is a 9 EMA. Once you pop it on the charts, it looks something like this. On the right hand side, we've got the 20-minute charts, exact same EMAs as the 1 hour, but we've added the KDJ indicator. Right, now that we've got this on our screen, the strategy, as was told online, was fairly simple. If we are under the EMAs on the 1 hour, we are looking for only shorts, and we have to also be under the EMAs on the 20 minutes, but also we have to make sure the KDJ is also in 9. So at this moment in time, you can see the KDJ has blipped up. We're not going to take a trade. We're going to sit out until we see that the KDJ has gone above the 80% mark and has started to turn down. If it doesn't, then we will assess the situation. So this is an example that I have picked just to show you on screen before we go on to random for testing this strategy. So let's see what happens. You can see that price has broken above the 1 hour, which I'm carefully watching, and you can see that the EMAs are starting to cross, which is telling me that we could potentially see a reversal on this downward trend. Okay, we're getting a pullback. You can see that the KDJ here is starting to turn, which is telling me that we can see a pullback. Okay, at this moment in time, we can see that we haven't got any opportunities yet. Okay, we had a sell-off. Could we go short here? Absolutely not, even though we've got price under the EMAs on both of them, but the KDJ at this moment in time is on the bottom half, which we are not going to be selling. So we wait for a different entry. Okay, right. Now here's something that looks very promising. You can see that price on the 1 hour is above the EMA. It is now above the 20 minutes, and now we have got a situation where the KDJ is also blipping up. This is where we can take a trade, and we aim for a 3-to-1 or a 2-to-1. So let's enter stop loss under that candle, and we go for a 3-to-1 reward to risk, which looks something like this. Now bear in mind, the reason why it's under this candle is because it's under the last EMA. So that's where we want to place our stop loss, because if price goes below the EMA, that's telling us that we are potentially going to be breaking down. So let's see what happens. Okay, price is still fluctuating. Okay, we've hit TP right now. Okay, I'm going to do one more example, then we're going to go on to randomizing it. Now that we are in the Asian session, we are now going to be looking for another potential trade. You can see that another potential trade has lined up for us. However, because it's in the Asian session, I'm not going to be really looking to take it. Now that we are in the London session, can we take a trade here? Ideally, I want to see price on the KDJ push it down to this level, and then we look for another entry. So at this moment in time, we've got no trades right now. Okay, and we have got a potential trade to the upside here. However, you can see that it is quite high up. Stop loss will have to be on that side, so I'll wait for the price to come down a bit more. Okay, alright, so now that we got a situation where KDJ is blipped up, and we can potentially take a trade, but then if we have a look where the stop loss goes, we will have to put a stop loss about there. That is quite a big risk to reward, but let's see what happens. Either we get stopped out, or we carry on. So we have now got a situation where price hasn't stopped us out, but we are in this region here, and we are also under the EMA at this moment in time. So we can either close this at break even or let this trade play out, because it's showing we are potential having a reversal at this situation. Let's see if we can get out of break even, and then I'll close it. Yep, okay, we are break even, so let's just close this trade over here. No win, no loss, and let's see what happens on the next trade. Have we got a short position opening up? You can see that price is consolidating over here, hasn't really closed below that, and now we could potentially take a short position with a 2 to 1, or we get stopped out. Let's see what happens, and we're going to place it just above there, and we're going to go for a 3 to 1, and let's see what happens. Do we win or do we get stopped out? Okay, so far we are in profit, and we have already reached 1.345, which is decent, and we hit TP. Brilliant. Okay, so the first one here was an example that I already picked and wanted to show you, but this one here was random. Didn't really realize which way this will go beforehand, so I did that as random. But you can have a outlook as to how we want to place our trades. So let's delete all this, and let's go back to a date. Currently it's January 25. Let's go back to November. Let's start on a Tuesday, and let's see what happens, and also see that if this strategy works. The pros on this strategy is that if you are in a trending market, you can get some very decent reward to risk. However, when you are in a ranging market, you will start to incur some losses. So how do you go about dealing with a ranging market? Well, very simply, this is what we want to do, is we want to just place our lines going across the low, the last low that broke this low here. This is where structure is important to know in the market, I believe, and then we just place it there. So here right now we can see we are ranging. So if we break below here, then we're going to go lower, and if we break above there, we're going to go higher. So let's wait for the market to actually break, and we have got a beautiful situation where price has broken below here and it's broken below there. However, the KDJ isn't quite at the top, so we need that to blip back up, and we'll see what we do when that happens. Okay, so market at this moment in time, we have seen that it has blipped down. We got price underneath these EMAs, underneath this EMA, and with KDJ that is also blipping down. This is where we can take a short position because it meets our criteria, and let's aim for a 3 to 1. Okay, whether we get it or not, we'll see. Let's try and see how we do. And we got stopped out, not a problem. Okay, we can't take a long in this situation yet because the KDJ is obviously at the top. We need it to come down to the bottom, so we will wait for a reset, and we'll see what happens. So we have got price reset, but we're not quite at the bottom yet, so I want the KDJ to be touching this level here, and then we look to go up. This will give us the best momentum going up. Okay, and have we got it yet? Not yet. Okay, so we have got price in this area here in the middle, and we got the KDJ that has reset. So we could potentially take a long position here. Let's see, stop loss below the EMAs, and let's aim for a 3 2 1, and let's see what happens. Even if we get stopped out, we just need one trade to play out, and then okay, we are in the Asian session right now. At the any Asian session, the volatility is very low, so let's just close this close to break even, and let's move on. Okay, that's good that I closed that break even, and let's see what happens here. We can see that price broke below. we may be able to actually take a trade here, because has it met our criteria? Yes, price broke below here, and it's broken below the EMAs, and we are, give or take, yep, looks good. Let's take that trade. Stop loss above that EMA just there, and then let's aim for a 3-2-1 reward to risk, and let's see what takes place here. Do we get stopped out? Yep, we got stopped out. So far we have, using this strategy, we have been stopped out once. This one's close to break even. Okay, and now we have a situation where price is looking to go higher. So now that price is going higher, let's now place our entry below the stops there, and the same for the 3-1. So these losses you'll incur is based on the fact that the market is ranging. You can see that it is clearly ranging at the moment. Now if you can catch a trade towards the high of that range, might make some gains. Let's see what happens. Okay, another one stopped out, no problem. So let's show this in real time, how many losses you can get before you make a solid. Okay, now we've got another trade that's playing out here. Okay, and let's aim for a 3-2-1. This is real life scenario trading. Any strategy you take, you will come across this, and this is why it's important to backtest and forward test. And we've been stopped out again. So we have been stopped out once, twice, break even 3 times right now. Okay, so we definitely need to sort this situation out where we are, of course, ranging in the market right now. So how do we go about sorting this out? So very simply, here's a potential tip that you can use. What was the last low that broke this one? You can see here, you can see that last low, this low here broke that last low, moved across. Which was it that broke this low, which was here? So there was no break below this low yet. And what was the high that was broken? You can see that the high wasn't broken, but where did this move start from? It started from here. Okay, so we're in this range. Let's wait for price to get out of this range, and then we will start to look for trades. Okay, that's brilliant. So now that price has broken out of this range, okay, we don't have to worry about being ranging, but we want to be looking for short positions. So let's see what happens now. So we have got a situation where price is underneath, KDJ is below. Let's take the short position now. Okay, alrighty, short, and we want to take a 3-1. Let's see if we can recover our losses. Okay, we recovered our losses straight away. Point to be noted, we are close to pretty much break even, probably in a bit of profit, but it's this range that you need to identify. If you can get out of this range, this strategy on a trending market should do well. Well, let's find out. Let's do a another trade. We've got a 3-1 there. Let's do one more trade. Okay, so at this moment in time, there isn't a trade because I would really like it to break above the 80% mark and then blip down. Still hasn't done it. And now we're blipping up with the Asian market. I don't really want to be trading that. We wait for the London session. Okay, now we're in London session at the moment. Price at this moment is in a no trade zone because we don't know which way this is going. Would we take a short here? No, no short. Okay, would we take a long here? No, because it doesn't meet our criteria. We need to wait for the KDJ to break below. KDJ is broke below, but we are above the EMA, so we don't take that trade. And we blipped down, and we can see that price has started from there to there. And because of the way this moved and it blipped up, it's a question mark whether to take this trade or not. But let's take it because it has met some of our criteria. We're going to put the stop loss below that, and we're going to aim for 3-1. So this is telling me that how high does it need to travel? It needs to travel all the way back to these highs for us to get a 3-1. I doubt it would get there. Might have a pullback before we do. And we're in the Asian session at the moment, which I don't really like trading. We're almost at stop loss. So let's just call that. That should have been Yeah, let's just call it as it is. We got 1 hour loss, and we wait for the next row. We have got a situation prices under the EMA, and we are now under this EMA, but the KDJ isn't on our side, so we need to wait for the KDJ to reset, and it has resetted. Price is going sideways at the moment, which we obviously don't like seeing. So I want to see one more candle on the downside, which we haven't got. Okay, I've got that. Not yet. Okay, price has broken up above. I wanted to see another candle to the downside, but he didn't give us that. We are breaking above here, but we are above the KDJ, so we need to wait for the KDJ to reset, and it hasn't given us a reset yet. Okay, we have got now a potential to enter another position just here. You can see underneath. Let's take that trade. We will execute that trade, EMA above, and then we're going to take a 3 to 1. Let's take this trade, and do we get a 3 to 1? We managed to get close to a 2 to 1, which isn't bad. Okay, we're in Asia session. You know what, because we're in Asia session, I'm happy with the gains. So let's have a look at one more trade before we enter another one. Okay, you can see very closely that price is, it did hit our TP, which is nice. We want to look for another sell, which okay has met our criteria. Not yet. Okay, we're in London session. It has met our criteria. We're underneath. Only downside is we have been going sideways for a little bit, but criteria is criteria. Let's hit it, execute. Let's see how far down this can actually go. Yep, we have hit TP. Brilliant. So far we have had wins. We had three there, 3 to cover the previous break even. Then we had 5 so that's 5% there. To conclude with this trading strategy, it seemed to be a decent, powerful scalping strategy. We just need to make sure that we don't end up in ranging markets, and this is where we want to know a bit more about market structure and making sure that we don't get pinned in this. But if we get a situation where market is trending like this, there is certainly some profits to be made, and this is one to be adding and checking out other pairs. So if you did enjoy this video, a like to the channel would really help it out, and if you're not already subscribed, then do subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.